Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, George, are you ready for what appears to be an episode of Very Sad Eunuchs?
They've just gotten the news that the Emperor has done away with castration. And they're all sad. Like, bro, why?
Dude.
I just came into the palace 2 months ago, man.
The family jewels. No, these are the eunuchs that are just learning about the policy of castration is going to be implemented, and they're waiting in line for their
this is the past
appointments.
Oh, bro.
You know, I noticed something about this picture here. It's a bit of the classic anime find the main character. And everyone here looks extremely generic, but there's a dude at the bottom right who actually has like a real hair. I bet you we're going to freaking zoom in on whoever that guy is and figure out what's going on over there.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. Do you think this is present or past?
I think it's probably present. I don't have any, only because I have no reason to believe that it's in the past.
Yeah.
But these eunuchs do look quite put out a little bit, right? Like they're kind of sad.
Yeah.
So,
I'm wondering what's going to happen. Any predictions? We're on the latter half of the season now.
Yeah, that's true. We're in the second half now, so we're kind of entering a new story arc, it feels like. We had some real spice. I mean, I couldn't stop thinking about the fact that Jinshi lifted her freaking leg, bro. Like, holy
my gosh.
frick. Couldn't believe that. That was spicy, dude.
Yeah.
No, I don't have any particular predictions. I do know that a lot of people were saying that they were excited for what's coming next. So that makes me pretty excited, to be honest, because I'm looking forward to, a really good arc. So, yeah, no real predictions other than just general cautious optimism and excitement for what's coming next.
Okay. I'm about the same. Yeah. I think the second half's going to be real good. Things are going to start. I think things are going to start moving quicker than we anticipate. Because, if I remember right, in season 1, it was almost like the latter half. It was like 3/4 of the way in when things started to go.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to go faster this time, but I could be wrong. Who knows?
Hopefully from this episode and on, it's going to be breakneck, super exciting, very interesting.
I don't expect breakneck speed. I just think things will occur a little faster, but we'll see.
Bro, we need some freaking solo level pacing and excitement over here, okay? That's what we need.
Sure, yeah. All right, well, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the second half has in store for us.
Yes. All right, well, let's do it up. Oh boy, someone's done something wrong, it looks like, maybe.
Yeah. Is this maybe the aftermath of the assassination attempt?
Oh, there's our main character.
Yes.
Yeah, what the heck?
Oh, did you see the hand?
Yeah, he had something
Hand's
on his hand,
torn up as well.
Oh.
Xiaolan. Was she just told that the assassination attempt failed?
Yeah, I wonder.
Episode 37, Baths. Only connections are at the brothel.
Right. Oh no. I don't think that's gonna work.
Oh my gosh.
Boy. Wow.
Honest and easy to train?
Oh, geez.
My gosh, dude. Know where to make connections. Interesting.
Oh, in the baths.
The baths, okay.
It's a bath episode, let's go!
Oh my gosh. 1,000 people in the same bath?
That's crazy. So, you don't know this because you haven't gone to onsens or anything in Asia, but when you go into the bath, before you go in the bath, you shower or bathe and wash yourself first, and then you go in. So it's
Okay.
not like it would be a nasty bath full of like.
That's what I was
disgusting-
imagining, dude.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's like
what I was
1,000
thinking.
people in the same dirty water, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
that's
It would
gross.
be mostly clean water. At least that's
So it's
the
just
idea.
like a jacuzzi kind of, just like
Yeah,
relaxing.
it's for
It's not
relaxing,
cleaning.
lounging,
I see.
soaking, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Definitely not
Jeez.
jump into the bath.
Oh, dude, you got burnt. So are these like hot springs then?
Face pan.
Oh my gosh. Smaller? Bro.
It's a habit of mine.
Oh, they use like soap and everything. Okay.
This episode knows exactly what it's doing.
In her eyes, dude.
Oh. I guess she wouldn't really know that based on like
Yeah. She's like a dog.
like a dog. Oh my gosh.
Bro, how much soap is she using?
Yeah, what the
Oh my
heck?
gosh.
Again, they wouldn't really know, I suppose, right?
I guess so, yeah. Crazy how like hot water is so
Yeah.
such a luxury to them. It's so normal to us in modern
Yeah,
times.
right? You gonna go in as like an employee or something, or what?
I don't know.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay.
What? But they don't know how to frickin' massage, do they?
I don't know.
Shisui seems like she does. This is so interesting. So they just like have an area that they go, and then servant girls can just like come up and just frickin' help out for grooming, I guess.
I suppose so, yeah. Like this lady here that Maomao's talking to you seems like the head servant of this concubine.
Yes. It's just like
I guess because she's not like a main concubine, they're not as like careful. Like Maomao kind of thought that she's not being as cautious as she should be.
Yeah, it's just interesting that they have this like area that like anyone can come up, like not anyone, but like servant girls can come up and just like help out. It is a good way for connection, like Shisui is saying. I suppose you could meet like tons of different people, right?
Yeah, I think this is like the maybe not minor, but like minor concubine bath area.
Right.
And like where they were before was like the servant area.
Right.
And so that's why like people come here because, you know, this is where the concubines take baths or whatever.
Yeah, it's just interesting that like they come here, the servant girls come here specifically to like assist and help out and stuff.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's
yeah.
just kind of like on the fly employment, but like obviously they're not paid or anything. On the fly service, I suppose it is. She knows so much, it's almost freaking sus.
I know.
Oh.
She might be pregnant as well.
Interesting. Wouldn't that be freaking something, eh?
Gonna get a job as a masseuse.
Yeah, right? Bro, having your fingers like this and just doing this like the whole time would freaking cramp your hands in the worst freaking way, bro.
Probably, yeah.
So they are.
Okay, so those are the guys. Yeah, those are the guys we saw in the beginning.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she's remembering. Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh no. Like I gotta wash again. Yeah.
It was a frog.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Oh. She's with the new guy.
Is that was the new guy?
I think so. The new eunuch.
Yep, that's true. Man, they're really suspicious of her.
Seriously.
Oh, so they're not triplets. Huh.
They just look really similar.
Yeah. It really is a bath episode, this whole thing.
I guess so.
What?
What? Oh my gosh, dude. What's wrong with them? Bro, what?
Oh my gosh.
They're so weird, dude.
Why is she so embarrassed? That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh wow, she's
really shy, dude.
shy. Oh, there she is again.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's
I don't think that's a
the
eunuch.
new eunuch.
No.
Oh
There's no
no,
freaking
that's
way.
her one taster. That's the taster.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
I
You're
was
right.
gonna say there's no way. There's no men around in the bathhouse at all. I guarantee.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Ah, she slipped too. Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, she's been shaving.
Is she trying to like make herself appealing to the emperor?
I wonder. Oh my gosh,
gentle.
Maomao.
She found it relaxing.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Oh,
that's why she's got the freaking rashes.
oh my gosh.
So cute. Great question. Ghost? Oh,
Oh,
is a ghost. It is a ghost. I
what
knew
the
it.
heck?
What? Another mystery there, Maomao.
Yeah. I bet you. Okay.
Oh, new outro. Okay, very cool. All right, you bet me what?
I bet you this is the same one, the same person. It's not a ghost. It's like an actual person. And I bet you it's the same one from the Scary Stories episode.
I was thinking that too, right? Yeah.
She like left and went to the bathhouse.
She's sneaking around or something.
I wonder how you convince a whole group of people that you're a ghost. Like, sure, lady. Oh my gosh, they literally just said her name. She something.
Lishu?
15-year-old. Lishu. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Lady Lishu. She's like 15, I think, is what her age is, right? I think they just said it in this episode.
Yeah.
Okay. I could see how you could convince somebody like a 15-year-old, but like all the head ladies, like I don't know, maybe it's a more superstitious time.
Everyone's
so that's
superstitious.
Why it's much easier.
Bro, Asia today is superstitious. I can only imagine how bad it was back in the day. Yeah, they're very superstitious here. So I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, especially if she is really sneaking around and she's got ways of like getting around all sneakily and stuff and disappearing kinda. For sure. Why not? You would think that they're a
Yeah.
ghost in that context, right?
Yeah,
But
true.
I mean, she did
Oh,
freaking disappear in that one episode, right?
she
She was
wanted
gone
to
real
kill
fast.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wanted to kill everybody. Do you think Lady Lishu is her next target, or she's just in that bathhouse as a good place to hide?
Great freaking question. Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't make sense that she would elevate her targets from like a bunch of servant girls to a full-on concubine. So I feel like maybe the bathhouse, if this extreme extrapolation of what's actually happening is like she's sneaking around and she has to go through the bathhouse maybe as like part of her shortcut escape route, hidden exit entrance kind of thing, then maybe she's being seen occasionally and then she's kind of gone because she's
They
snooping
think
around.
she's a ghost. Yeah.
Right. And then that would create the illusion that she's a ghost. So then that would mean if Maomao tries to solve this mystery, she's going to run into that lady and then it's going to unravel into something more, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I would
She
think.
yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Do you think Mao Mao was a potential target during the ghost episode, or she was just like collateral damage? It
I
just
think she was
happened to be there.
collateral. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well.
Mm-hmm. Could just be someone with a
Essentially
general
what I'm trying to
vendetta.
like what I'm trying to figure out here is because like I feel like Mao Mao is going to be in danger. She's
Hmm.
she's thwarted, like kind of like we discussed last time a little bit. She's thwarted, like once it's like, okay, she just happened to figure it out. Like twice though, assassination
Right.
attempt on Jinshi twice. I don't
Right.
know what Lady Lolan, what they whispered in her ear at the beginning of the episode. I'm assuming something about the assassination attempt.
Hmm.
Would they trust her head lady with that, I wonder? Maybe not. Maybe not with something
Hmm.
so drastic like that.
Yeah, it's either the
I don't know.
assassination or right after that, they did mention that she might be pregnant. So it could be like a
Uh,
confirmation of like, hey, yeah, we figured out you are indeed
yeah.
pregnant, right?
Yeah.
Could be that, but it could just as easily be the assassination. It could be either. It's hard to say. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know
Interesting.
what this ghost lady wants. Wants revenge of some sort.
Right.
Um,
What the freaking deal is
yeah,
with that?
and I also, did they ever talk about it in season 1 why Lady Lishu was brought back? The new emperor doesn't care for kids. Like, good on him. I'm glad he
Right.
doesn't. And I'm glad,
Right.
like, I guess if he brought her back,
I
like,
think
this
I
is a better
think
outcome, I guess.
I
Right?
could be
But, like,
misremembering, but I feel like she was brought in. Maybe I'm making this up, but like part of it was she was brought in because she didn't like. It was like part of like a protection in a sense. Like it was she didn't have anyone else, and it was like part of like helping her out to a degree. I
okay.
think, but
Okay.
maybe I'm totally fucking making that up. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, I can't
We may
remember.
not
I'm trying
have
to,
the
like, think
exact
back.
reason. Yeah.
Okay.
Given the era, though, and like it's back in the day, if she's 15 at this point, it's not going to be that far off that the Emperor's going to be meeting with her. So it makes sense that she'd be like prepping
True.
with grooming and stuff like that, right?
He has mentioned a few times, or it's been mentioned rather, that he has a certain preference, which even if she's a little older,
That's
she
a good
wouldn't
point,
match,
actually. Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, even if she was
So
like 5 years older, would she even match his kind of preferences? Yeah. But frickin' Laolan's not that frickin' well endowed either, though. At least from what she's wearing, you can't really tell too much.
yeah, yeah, I think she's like maybe not fully his preference. She's definitely not freaking Gyokuyo level, but
Yeah,
uh
right.
she's also the head of, or not the head, but her dad is the head of a very powerful house.
Right.
So like the emperor kind of has to, which is such a, I mean, it's realistic. That's kind of how it was in olden times, right? But it's such an interesting, political dynamic there that
True.
he has to try and have a child with her. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is, like, I'm sure her father is trying to push the emperor all the time to be like, hey, you met with her? Hey, did you go see her? Hey, she's looking real good today. Like, trying to get her to hang out. And she, despite the fact that she's not, freaking right in all the right, she doesn't have the great sizes in all the right areas. She's pretty. She's probably the prettiest concubine, I would say. If you had to like put one that's the prettiest, really? I would say she's the prettiest. Yeah.
Okay.
With Gyokyo being the second, I would say.
I'd put Gyokyo above the rest. I think.
Interesting.
Hard to say. They're like 2D drawings, but I mean, like you can still tell, like whether if like it's attractive. Or not,
the resident weeb, George, I'm an expert in 2D women.
Okay, very good.
Yeah,
I think I would put Gyokyo as number 1.
Okay, and Xiaolan is 2 then, or
no? I don't know. It's hard to gauge.
Okay.
Hard for me to gauge per se.
These normies, they all struggle with such things.
Oh my gosh.
I do not have such limitations, George.
Oh, great. Good for you.
You can call it the normie disability. We'll get a sign.
Listen,
for
man,
you.
we've had this conversation many times. We don't need to rehash it, but we both know our stances. Me, 3D trumps 2D any day. For you, it's maybe different. Clearly different.
Bro, she ain't a cat girl. I'm not fucking interested.
Oh my gosh.
That being said, this was a absolutely fantastic episode. This was like eye candy galore, cute girls all over the place, bathhouse 90% of the time. This is a peak 10 out of 10 episode. Listen, we may not get all of the plot, but at least we got lots of freaking plot today, if you know what I'm saying, bro. It may be slow-going episodes, but as long as they keep doing bathhouse-centric stuff, we could just do this for the rest of the season, and I'd be just fine.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that. Eat your heart out, I guess.
Yeah,
Mr. Graham, Mr.
That's
Weeb.
Right. Thank you, I will. We finally got an episode just for me, so that's all that matters. What did you think of the start of the first half of the season so far? Is it what you expected?
Not necessarily. Like, I don't know really what I expected. It's a very unique kind of show. Like, there's a mystery solving. There's like, I don't necessarily know what constitutes slice of life, but I'd say there's like slice of life elements
for sure
in almost every episode.
Yep.
Yeah, there's like an underlying thread of political drama that's like touched on every now and then.
Yep.
There's
politics, slice of life.
Yeah, there's politics,
drama,
slice of life, mystery, drama.
Mystery.
There's like will they, won't they, romance.
Yeah.
Slightly
kind of.
One-sided, will they, won't they, romance.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, like it's a very unique show. Like people in the comments sometimes, likened it to Sherlock Holmes. But like
it's so much more than that.
Know, yeah, like as far as I know, I mean, I've read like one Sherlock Holmes book, and that was like it was like a abridged for eighth grader Sherlock Holmes, right? So it wasn't even like a full proper one,
right?
But there was no romance, right? There was no slice of life. It was just like there was a mystery. We got to solve the mystery. Let's follow the clues. We find a red herring that takes us the wrong path, but Sherlock is smart and he realizes they went down the wrong path, and then boom, they solve the mystery. Like it's very. I'm assuming just from reading that one that like most Sherlock Holmes books follow that like general process, right?
Likely.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I don't know how I would put in what genre per se. Not that every show needs to fit neatly in a single genre, but I
Sure.
don't know what genre I would put Apothecary Diaries in. So
you would almost have to, because I agree 100%. You would almost have to put each episode in a genre, right? You'd have to base the episodes based on like what's happened, and then you could assign a genre to that episode almost.
Sure.
And then as a series as a whole. On myanimelist.com, you can look at there's like multiple genres that can be assigned to a show. So it could be slice of life, mystery, blah, 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 stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how it goes, I suppose. That's one of the things I really like about anime is like anime is so, it feels like they have a lot of unique stories to tell. There's a lot of like, you can't just kind of pin stuff down to just one thing. So like, yeah.
Very different than Western shows.
Yeah.
It could be that I'm so used to the formula of Western shows, but I was watching a video by Brandon Sanderson, kind of talking about the differences between cliches and tropes. And like tropes, almost every story has tropes, because tropes are a tool that like signal kind of what the story is going to be about, what you can kind of expect from a story. But then he's like, a trope taken too far and too formulaic it advances further than a trope or lower than a trope, however you want to phrase it, and becomes a cliche.
Right.
And like that's a problem. He was basically saying that like a lot of Western now, like so many tropes have been like overused so much that you can't, they're no longer tools anymore, and it's like a cliche that you've come to expect and all that stuff.
Right.
Maybe there's some of that in anime as well, at least not the anime we've watched. All the anime we've watched, I would say, has been stuff I have not experienced much before.
Right.
And what I'm specifically saying is I haven't seen this. I've seen tropes in the anime we've watched. I haven't seen cliches yet.
Interesting.
In the anime we've watched.
Yeah. I would say we're careful to choose the highest quality and more unique shows that don't fall into that.
That could be part of it too, yeah.
For sure, absolutely. I mean, every season there's like dozens of shows that come out each season, which is like 3 months, right? So there's so much anime.
Maybe some of them have
out.
Cliches as well.
Oh, 100%. There's a bunch that we'll probably never watch, but maybe one day we'll watch like a more generic show just to see what it's like.
See what it's like? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
nice.
That'll be interesting.
But
yeah, well, so it was
like
good.
Yeah, like to bring it back to your question, right? Like it's its own unique thing. And gotta give props to Apothecary Diaries for being willing to mash so many genres together.
Right.
Usually like the stuff that I'm used to doesn't merge as many genres as Apothecary Diaries and do it and satisfies all aspects of said genres as good as Apothecary Diaries does. Now the romance part, it's hard to say.
They're doing it on purpose, though, to be fair.
True. And the other thing too is like, I don't know the overarching length of Apothecary Diaries. So I kind of judge things as like the product of the whole, right? Because like, okay, I have 5 books, and at the end, I want to be in X state. I want Jinshi and Maomao to get married, let's say, right? Like you can't have a freaking hardcore romance in the first half of the first season or the first book, because you're just like, okay, what are you gonna do for the rest of it, right? So you gotta like string the audience along almost by necessity if you want to be able to also tell all these other aspects of the story to their completion. You can't rush any one of them ahead of the others, because unless you're willing to tie that knot off and like, okay, we're moving away from the romance, will they, won't they, and now it becomes like a slice of life of married people. But I don't think that's like what they're trying to do. This is not a soap opera. So like,
thankfully
it's yes, yeah, exactly. So yeah, like I gotta commend them for what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I
good
do
stuff.
think it is impressive that they're able to jump between different genres depending on the episode, and they make it generally, I would say, satisfying. It is a little bit hard to like set your expectations each episode of like what to expect. Like I feel
Sure.
like
Yeah.
if I was going into a slice of life show, I would just know what I'm in for each time, and so I'd be able to set my expectations. But sometimes we have these
Yeah.
incredible like mysteries and political drama and stuff, and it's like, wow. But then the next episode could be like the bathhouse. And while that's great, and I'm not complaining, it's just like, wow, what a freaking tonal whiplash. We're going from like
Yeah.
who done it murder mystery kind of thing to massaging girls at the bathhouse, which I mean is a better turn of events, to be fair. But like it's definitely all over the place. And so the expectations can be weird, but the execution is generally really good. So it definitely helps.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's easier. Like part of the reason why I commend them so much is it's easier when you stick to like a single genre. Like
Right, of
Steins Gate, for example, like that's like a time travel drama, right? And like it's
Right.
always that. There are some like slice of life elements.
To be fair,
put in-
it starts as a slice of life in order to kind of throw some twist
Sure.
in mid-season, right?
Yeah, and like I'd say that's like kind of build up too. Like you can't jump into the time travel shenanigans right off the bat, right? So
Sure.
like I'd still say it's a single genre show with elements of other things sprinkled in, right? I wouldn't go far like maybe the first half of the first season. I'd say okay, it's like
It's pretty
maybe you
slice
could
of
say it's
life.
multiple genre. Yeah,
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like
but
clearly planting some seeds, but it's pretty slice of lifey.
yeah. But then like once it like kicks into gear, it
Right.
doesn't look back, and like
Right.
there's nothing else. Like it is time travel. That's it, right?
Yep. Yep.
So but Apothecary Diaries isn't quite like that. And I mean, you know, I don't want to rehash our genre conversation, but yeah. So good stuff.
Nice.
It's not easy to pull off, and to be able to pull off, like, sure, maybe things aren't perfect, but to be able to pull off each episode generally really well is takes skill.
Oh, for
Well,
sure.
still.
Absolutely. Yeah, the author is freaking skilled to say the least. So that's for sure.
Okay, well,
Okay.
very good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this special bathhouse episode. I know my compatriot here certainly did. I know Graham did. But I'm excited for the rest half of the season. If you want to follow along with us, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and check out the Patreon and the channel membership while you're at it to see our other stuff 2 weeks ahead of time. But with that, we'll see you guys next time.
Hey, everybody.
Take care.